Alright, so I tried making a video, but my GPS thing started speaking. I got a little frustrated. I don't know, I know things happen to everyone, but boy, if everyone saw that, like, I cannot get, like, 3-minute windows of, like, just, I gotta focus on this for 3 minutes. No interruptions, 3 minutes. It's late at night, it's early in the morning. Like, it shouldn't be an issue. The calls start coming in. The GPS goes off. The dog bark. This. I know that's light, but it's when we film my show, The Untrainables. With the sound guys, like, I've never seen this. I've worked on many shows, and I've never seen, every time we're about to roll and you're feeling good and you're in the zone, ready to go, one take Brett, the freaking helicopters go by, or this happens, or that happens, and I'm like, okay, we're good, and then it's like, oh my god, a siren, like, or a person yelling next door. It's like, it was like uncanny, and we were like joking about it, but it's like, yeah, I don't know, I got like the annoyance god. I definitely was an irritating prick in my other past lives. It's the only way I can make sense of this, because I just don't get peace, and it piles on. I mean, I won't even share what happened with this horrible person who's trying to take me for money now after seeing them once, because they were scamming me on the credit card transaction. So they process it, then they ask back for double. It's like a whole thing, and I gave back. I was like, I'll give you back your money, but then they go ask for more from the car company, and then they automatically. So I did a new client, and then they paid me with the credit card, and they took part of it. So anyway, yeah, it's just when it rains it pours, I guess. Ha ha ha. We all have problems. I know. Brett shouldn't complain. Everyone has things happen to them. I get it. Anyway, update. Working hard. A lot of studying. A lot of input. Studying also means watching YouTube videos, just based on specific subjects. It's also good to hear, like, my clients. Go online and go watch other trainers' content who's at least, like, within the lines of reality. It doesn't have to be, like, exactly my style of training, but they should be talking about reality and not making it like what they are is God's gift to dogs. They've just learned how to interpret what dogs are and understand basic elements of conditioning and the human-dog relationship and the dog's instincts. That is kind of what they are, right? Yeah, so I've been just, anyway, so what it is, like, I'll be reading in my books and whatever, and a lot of it is just me trying to get ahead of myself, because I found out they don't just want me to pass these master's courses in biochemistry and organic chemistry and all that to the 2 semesters. They want me to get B's or better. Now I'm shooting for A's, right? Like, that's my deal anyway, but that's hard. These classes are very hard, and it's not like I was just in school last year, and some of these classes I never took, and the prerequisites were hard. Like chemistry, oh boy, and I've been studying so hard. So anyway, I spent so much time trying to get caught up, and I'll read, like, the book, and I'll get to, like, one subject or something I know I got to know better, or I don't understand, and then I'll go look on a video, because they have, like, teachers, like real high-level professors all over the world. As long as they speak English, I can understand, and then they'll go through levels of detail, but yeah, it's really helped me supplement the actual, reading, the actual studying, and then the tutoring sessions I'm doing. Oh, I do those 8 to 10 sessions a week I'm doing of tutoring as well. I'm spending like $600-800 a month, maybe more, on just tutoring, just to keep me. It's also a way I could stay focused for like 50 minutes, 5-0, and be able to, get some studying done. But it's hard to retain this stuff. It's a lot of detail. My brain is older. I have to look into, like, supplements or something, because it's hard for my brain to, like, I have to read it, like, study something 6 times if it's complex to even, like, retain it or remember it, active recall it. So I gotta see how this master's program goes. I'm gonna do my best. Time is gonna be an issue. As far as, like, I've got to study 6-8 hours a day while working and trying to work extra, because I've got to save for if I do actually go to vet school next year. So anyway, that's the update. That's where I'm at with everything. Working hard, though, that's for sure. Got to get sleep too. Sleep's important. I sometimes omit that, and I can feel it. It's definitely not good for anything. Health, studies. I try to do, like, at least 6 hours. Sometimes I'm getting 5. Sometimes I'll get like 7 uninterrupted, if I'm lucky. But anyway, yeah, so that's the update. I was going to talk about, like, something, because I have 3 new clients today. One of them's, I'm on my way now. I'll be there about 10 minutes. Reactive dog, Rex the guest. I'm sure there's walking things. Usually the mixed bag, some anxiety thrown in, impulse control, not listening in real life. And that could be dangerous, right? Especially if it's more powerful. It's a mix, you know, it's got husky, pit bull, German shepherd dog, cattle dog, right? These are strong-willed and can be powerful physically, you know, dogs. So I'm safe about it, but I guess I'll go into it, right? So I have my pinch collar here. I realized, like, after I reread the intake notes from when I talked to the client the other day, you know, well, I'm going to, you know, and I don't know what trainer is going to go into this thinking, like, oh, I'm just going to bring a harness and some treats and love and get the job done. Like, any trainer with experience, just with a reality and wants to stay in business, knows that isn't going to work. It just isn't how dogs like this see it, and it's definitely not going to make it safe. If you're physically controlling a dog with something that's not up high behind the ears, or, you know, getting their attention, you're creating opposition reflexes and frustration through the leash, not connection and focus and attention. So, yeah, so I'm looking at my pinch collar. I'm like, of course, I'm always have to convince an owner unless they, like, have one, or they're just like, oh yeah, we used that on our last dog. It's just something now about these weird trainers don't want to use it because we're in LA. But yeah, this is why, you know, or something similar, maybe an e-collar. I complained yesterday on a post about a puppy case I saw where the first trainer went right to the e-collar, and, you know, 3-month-old, 4-month-old puppy that's very easygoing and gentle, not like willed or being aggressive, and even then I wouldn't recommend on a young mind like that. Not that it's hurting them, it can confuse them. They have to, also, you haven't taken time to teach the dog what's expected. The dog barking, the dog jumping, whatever it was, wasn't the issue. It was a symptom of the dog just overreacting to new things and getting too stimulated and running up to things and following too much. So when we curb that and then we give a plan, well, when the dog barks, send them to their place. If you think barking, something's going to trigger it soon, have them in their place preemptively. Really works if you're consistent about it, especially with a young, pretty agreeable dog. Which dogs, you know, wanted to listen, wanted to learn. It wasn't fighting you, so it gets distracted easily. But yeah, so I end up with a lot of clients that way, even though it sucks for the owner. They had to spend money, and sometimes, you know, I don't think she let them use that on her dog. I'm not sure, but yeah, he seemed good. He wasn't. And again, I use e-collars. I just don't use them for the first time unless the owner's had real training and is experienced and demonstrates that. Or we're working on maybe one spot thing, and again, the owner put in, oh, I want to do better recall. Well, how much time do you put into the recall with the leash? Building it out. Phasing off the leash. Well, we got to do that first. Then an e-collar could be a very useful tool. Anyway, so that's, yeah. So I'm going to go bring this pretty Herm Sprenger and present it, and I'm sure it's going to be helpful. And if they have one already, we're 20 minutes time saved and me not explaining and qualifying my humanity, then I'm not here to torture their dog. Just here to train, and I've never had one person tell me that their dog is worse off by using these. They just don't work that way unless you're like trying to hurt the dog. I don't think they're hiring a trainer. It's just not like that. So anyway, that's the reality of it all. That's the update on me. Study. Yeah, so I'm going to try to stay positive about it, but oh boy, do I have a lot of doubts, and I'm tired, and my brain is already full, and we're not even scratching the surface of what I've got to learn here in the upcoming next few years. Okay, have a good day, good weekend.